Hi guys, welcome back to my word. Welcome back to tea time. So today we're gonna be doing a Q&A. I am gonna be doing a Q&A with this amazing lady right here.
Hannah, welcome here. My name is Blessing Njoh, also known as Mrs. AG.
She's a fellow YouTuber. She's a lifestyle blogger. She does a lot of stuff on the channel, and she just launched a new product. So you can go check her out and support her. I'm gonna be answering some questions, and she's gonna be answering some questions as well. And these are questions that we actually put together, and we're going to be answering the questions. This is just our opinion of what we think personally. So if you have a different opinion about it, we get it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channels and leave a comment below and tell us what you think about the questions and your opinion. I'm going to read out a few questions and I'm going to be answering them. Okay. Do you think a man can genuinely love more than one woman at a time? And my answer to this is no, I don't think so. Probably the mind's lost. It's okay to be lost, then you feel like, oh, I'm in love with two people at the same time. I'm sorry, but you're lost. This is an example, but it's just generally though. In some countries, some men have 2 wives, 3 wives. It's more like maybe cultural thing, or yeah, like I said, lost, because you can't be in love with 3 women at the same time. How you gonna share that? How can you share your feelings? How can you be have so much affection for 3 different people? It's more like physical kind of love, not emotional, deep emotional kind of thing going on. So it's more like physical attraction, or there's this thing you like about this person that this person doesn't have. So basically qualities in the women. Maybe that's the reason why the man has 3 wives, but not he's in love with the 3 of them. It's crazy. It's not possible.
I do agree with the fact that a woman cannot love more than one man at a time in her life. She cannot love 2 men equally, okay? And when it comes to men, I don't think a man can love 2 women at the same time. A man can claim, in Africa we have polygamy. In certain parts of Africa it is still practiced.
Does spanking a child really helps as a form of discipline, or does it make the child grow up to think that physical abuse is an acceptable part of life? I don't know. I wasn't spanked when I was growing up. Just honestly, I wasn't. My mom never ever actually she never did it. So my dad neither. They never did that. But there's a way that your parents will look at you. As an African, probably you connect to this. There's a way they look at you, and you just compose yourself. You just put yourself together I think I did something. It could be you already know, oh, what did I do wrong? So they don't actually have to spank you to know, oh, you've done something wrong. You have to think about what you've done and then be humble or whatever. But it's more the way they look at you, the way they react towards what you've done. But there are some people who actually spank the kid. But I think that it just makes it worse, because some kid gets so used to being spanked and they just want to keep doing the same thing they're doing, and they're like, okay, I'm going to be spanked, so who cares? So spanking, for me, I think it doesn't help. I can't really judge for other mothers, but I personally wasn't spanked, and I think I was actually brought up in the right way, and I know the right from wrongs, what I have to do and what I don't have to do. So even till now, I'm growing up, but there's some things, if I want to do, I think about it first. Is this the right thing to do? The right way to go about it? Everybody have different forms and different tricks and different ways to bring up their kids. Spanking, I don't think spanking is going to help, because the kids feel I'm going to keep doing the same thing and keep getting spanked. And then they get so used to it and always ready for spanking. And then how does that help? What I mean is that you have to be a good example to your child. Sorry, but that's how it works.
I personally do not think that spanking a child is to be categorized as physical abuse. I think it should be okay to, give your baby, a little tap on the butt. Discipline your child verbally. Try to explain to them why certain behaviors are not acceptable.
You also have to encourage the child by just appreciating the child.
So next question. What are the greatest life lessons this quarantine situation has taught you? If there is anything that I have learned in this season, this quarantine season, this lifestyle that we've all come to embrace, I don't know if everyone is embracing it right now. I'm not really embracing it. I'm still trying to get used to it. But if there is anything that I've learned from this situation, it would be to cherish relationships. Right now, we cannot even see the people that mean the most to us. And when we had all the freedom in the world, all the time in the world, to really see those people face to face.
I think for me, it has taught me a lot about family, about life, about the importance of being able to be free, freedom. So you're conscious of every step that you take when you go outside. And right now, I see the world differently. Now it's like you just wake up in the morning, you have to figure out everything. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Question about what are the most ridiculous conspiracy theory you have heard when it comes to COVID-19?
I would say the most ridiculous one that I have heard so far is people thinking or people saying that the coronavirus is caused by the 5G network. Like, I have an engineering background and these two things have little or nothing to do with each other. I think for me that would be the funniest thing that I have heard so far.
There are so many things on the internet that so many people have different conspiracy, different theories on what can be done and what you can do to prevent yourself, like drinking the urine of a cow, drinking or mixing the urine of a chicken. How do you get a urine of a chicken? So for me, I'm just gonna stick to what I know, and that's God. I'm just gonna stick to my old religious thing and stick to my God and pray and continue to pray and continue to pray and wait for the vaccine. God, okay, I'm just gonna go on.
If your best friend has mouth odor or body odor, should you tell them? If yes, what's the best way to do so? This one is really a difficult thing for me because it is a very personal thing to someone who is going through this, someone who has this. In many cases, people who have it know that they have it. Sometimes they don't know. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to ask, just casually, like, what do you actually use? Like, what deodorant do you use?
Okay, first of all, I don't know if I can, but depending on what kind of friend the person is. So I have a Dutch friend, and I can actually just say, okay, this and this, but I won't be really open about it. But I think he or she can just say like, hey, I think you have a body odor or something. You should go see a doctor, right? But as an African, I'm sorry, but I'm African. I don't know if I can tell you, man. I don't know how I don't know, because you're just gonna be mad at me. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna say your body odor. Or can you check the thing? I don't know how I'm gonna say. I don't know how I'm gonna say it to an African. I don't. Even if we're like really close, it's difficult because we're not open and direct like the Dutch people. If it's an African, I can't. Hello, I can't say it. I'm just gonna say, can you spray something? Already, when we mention spray something, she's already like, you think I'm smelling. So how do you communicate stuff like that? I just think I'll just be quiet and be cool. If you just say that to a typical Nigerian, she'll be like, I did smell. She'll be, I did smell.
Says, when was the last time you worried about money? Personally, the last time that I worried about money was a couple of years back when I was out of work. It was not the best time of my life, you know, knowing that you didn't have something coming in, but you had to live, you had to spend, you had to pay your bills, you had to feed, you have to, you know, have clothes on your back. And it was really, like I said, a very low time in my life. Does having a lot of money make someone more attractive? My answer to this, you might not agree with me and it might not be the same for you, but personally I think that having a lot of money makes someone attractive.
The last time I worried about money, let me answer that one first. Every day. It's not like worry. Like I'm in that place where I am like frustrated or like this, like oh money. No, but it's not like worried about money more. I'm a girl. Like girls, we always want something. So it's not basically worried about money. It's just we want to buy something. So we need money to buy stuff. But it's more like I'm worried about more money. I'm worried because I want more money. That's why we work so hard. We want more money. So that's the reason. I think that's the reason why I would say that I'm worried about money. That I want more money. So does having a lot of money make someone attractive? Yeah, it does. To be honest, I'm not gonna say I don't think so. It does make someone attractive. Some people are like born attractive, and some people need money to make them attractive. So there's nobody ugly out there. We're all beautiful in different structure and construction. And so money does make you attractive. What is the most favorite thing in your handbag you can't do without, and why? What's the most favorite thing in my handbag? My phone. Is it even in my handbag or is it in my hand? I don't know what yours is, but mine is my phone.
I have two favorite things in my handbag.
Why? Because I have a lot of stuff in there that I need. I can work on my phone. I can do everything on my phone. So my second favorite is hand sanitizer and tissues. Like I can't step out with that sanitizer in my hand or carrying it with me or having tissues. So please, those are my new favorite stuff: hand sanitizer and tissues.
I'm going to list two things that I really cannot do without, and those are a bottle of water and lip gloss. There is nothing as terrifying as being thirsty and not having access to something to drink. I never leave home without a bottle of water, no matter how small the bottle is, that I know that I have something to drink if I go thirsty. I cannot stand the thought of, being somewhere and not having access to good water.
Who do you look up to the most, and what qualities do you love about that person? Who do I look up to the most? I think this is kind of a question that has to do with different areas of someone's life. Because at different aspects in my life, I have different people I look up to, and depends on what exactly is going on at that point in time. But in general, personally, I've always looked up to my mom. She actually taught me all the things I know. How I'm composing myself, the way I speak to people, the way I try to present myself. She always taught me all these things, and yeah. So my mom has always been that one person that I've always learned so much from. So rest in peace.
Okay, so this really depends on which area we are looking at. But when it comes to, say, life in general, who do you just look up to, looking at, how they live, how their principles on life? It might sound cliche, okay? Indulge me. But I would say that this is someone that I really know. Someone that I have a lot of respect for. That person is my husband. This man that I married, he's such a great person. No matter how difficult the road is, he's so resilient. When it comes to career, now I've talked about life in general, focusing on career, I would say that I really look up to Patricia Bright.
This question, I have actually made a video which I haven't posted yet. But I'm just going to give you a tip, and then you can wait and watch my video when it comes out. But okay, the question is, what is one thing most people don't know about you? I made a video about 7 things people don't know about me. So I'm going to give you a tip from that. I find out that it's not like I've always been wrong with the words I'm pronouncing. It's just in my head.
That one is tough, because if there is something that I think people don't know my salary at the end of each month, and let's keep it that way. They don't have to know everything now. At least we are surviving. Let them know that we are surviving. But you don't have to know it in details, like,
These were all the questions, and I hope you guys had fun watching this one. I had fun shooting this one with Blessing. It's been amazing. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Tell us how you would answer the question, how better you can answer the question, by the way, and let us know your opinion about our questions. Don't forget to check us out, and also subscribe to our channels, and leave a comment below if you want to see more video from us. And I'll see you in my next video coming up soon. I gotta check out.